concluding, but 2 people were pretty badly injured. Luna sustained a pretty bad bite from a dog, and Bukai was just about to fall, but over to Zed.
Yeah, my nose starts bleeding, gushing blood. She staggers up.
Okay. She maintains her feet.
Yep, I just did a transfer of points. I took it out of wounds. I don't care where you take it out of. So let me see.
I'll drop the subdual penalty too.
Arthur appears to have vanished. Don't know where he went.
Let's see here. Where is Arthur?
He's gone.
He's back here.
Is he with the bad guys?
Put him on there.
He's not scary enough for that yet.
Maybe he's underneath somebody.
Oh, there he is. Found him.
I moved him over just in case. But there could be another Arthur on the board. All right, so round 3. Teddy.
Here, where's the combat checker?
Teddy doesn't know what grease is, right? So Teddy is going to... Can Teddy bite from there?
Oh, yeah. Teddy's small. She's not tiny, right?
He is small.
Yeah, so she's got... she can reach into that space.
All right. Teddy is going to full round attack on this creature. Okay. Bite. Claw. Miss, and miss. Oh, hit.
Oh, there's a hit.
Claw does 1 damage, right? No.
Nope. 3.
Actually, 3 damage. It's bludgeoning.
It does have bludgeoning. So, with the paw, she manages to knock the dog against the wall, and he smashes apart.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna.
So everything grows quiet.
Free action. Oh, so it destroyed it? Okay.
Yep, that was it.
Naka reaches down. Good girl. And hops over to here. Do you want me to make any kind of check?
No, it's just a short railing. It's a couple feet down.
And then go there. Take a look down that hallway, 60 feet down.
That's a closed door.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you a little description, but I'll also describe the only feature of the basement that's remarkable, other than the bones that are strewn about, which are the remains of the dogs. So rickety wooden steps lead down into a play dark cellar. 5 crouched. Okay, so they've already been dealt with, the crouch figures. So now into the you think it's the east wall, or actually it's the west wall. So in the middle of the west wall in the basement is a door that looks like it's sealed. In medieval terms, there's no real description for it, so I'll describe it in modern terms. It looks like a door on, like a metal door on a ship. It's got a round circular wheel that looks like it turns left and right, and it doesn't take up the full extent of the doorway, but it looks like almost like a door that's like a hatch door that goes into the wall, and there's also a keyhole for it to the bottom of the wheel into the
go around there. Should go around there. Just take a quick cursory look to see if it has been interacted with. Any hint of the recent interaction?
No, actually, just the dog's footsteps in the dust.
Okay, that's her turn.
Okay, we're out of combat, so we can...
Alright, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
on Bakai. It is where is it? Rejuvenate Eidolon Lesser. It's D10 plus 1 per level healing.
Okay.
So I'll just do that real quick.
There we go.
Bakai is healed to full. I, on the other hand, am still nosebleeding. Because I can't suck points back. Alright. So, no magic if we do a detect magic across the room?
I'm assuming you will. Whoever does it
Yeah.
detects magic on the door. And they want to concentrate on it for a minute. And as well as the conjuration magic from Arthur's spell, which is lingering. I don't know if you want to dismiss it or not, Arthur.
Yeah, that could prove. Yeah, that could prove too big a hassle for us to deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna dismiss that.
Okay.
I can always bring it back if we need it.
I'll get rid of that. All right. So the also, you're getting a moderate conjuration effect on the door. It's a fairly strong aura. It's not quite as strong as the aura from the scroll from Denel's safe, but it's almost as strong.
What happened on the other one?
You guys haven't used that scroll yet.
We have both of them.
Okay. Bakai will check. What is check for locks? Is that perception?
Yeah.
Or is that disable device?
Are you checking for traps or checking for locks? It's got a keyhole.
Well, we have a key, right?
You guys have a front door key.
A front door key.
It might fit. You don't know.
How do we check to see if this thing's trapped?
You can make a perception.
No.
You open it. That's how.
And they got to go strong perception. Mine's at 4.
I think you have to be trained in it.
Trained in?
Like trap finding.
I don't see it as a
I believe trap finding is to find magical trap.
I can give it a go. There you go. Checks around to see if anything's awry.
It's hard to tell. You've never really encountered a door like this before.
Nope.
Rugs, no idea. Could be trapped, could not be trapped. Who knows?
All right. Bakai.
There's a keyhole.
Bakai will try and open it.
Okay. How are you going to try to open it?
Well, twist the handle first.
Okay, so it doesn't turn.
Doesn't turn.
But it feels like it kind of jiggles a little bit, like it does turn, but it's just locked.
He's going to try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Can she do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Try that key first.
Well, she likes picking locks.
All right.
She works.
If that doesn't work, she'll try the key.
Yeah, she works away on it, and after about 15 or 20 seconds, she gets to the point where it's not gonna open. She thinks she probably could with a sustained go of things, but she also notices that it's a similar size to the key that you guys have.
And she'll step back if somebody wants to do the key, or if somebody wants to hand it to her, she'll do it. Either way.
Who's the one who had the key?
Oh, I think I had it.
I think either Zed or Bakai. I think Zed has it.
All right. Hand it over to Bakai. Bakai will open the door.
Okay.
And he poops it out. If no one has it.
So the door opens to a long hallway, and you get like a wash of air, and it's definitely like the fetid stink of the sewer.
So we came to this house looking for something, right?
A book.
A book. And we have not found the book, have we?
Yeah.
No.
We didn't go upstairs. We chose to do downstairs first.
All right. So let's shut and lock the door, unless somebody wants to go down here for any reason, and go find the book.
You gonna leave the door open, or are you gonna close it?
No, we're going to close and lock it.
Okay. So you close the door and you turn the wheel, and it locks on its own.
Okay. Then let's go look. I think if I remember right, the main floor, we've already done that. The kitchen, the entryway.
Yep.
I don't remember what else was there.
Let's give you the map.
Okay, so we searched this area, so we just need to go up.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go up. Let us know if you need a marching order.
No, you guys can move around as you see fit.
Well, I mean, we've
Oh, let me share the map. How's that?
I'm seeing the map, the ground floor.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, yeah, we're seeing that.
You're not seeing the minis?
No, I see it. I see it fine. You
Okay.
said let me share the map, but I already see it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Luna is heavily damaged. Does somebody have something for Luna? Before we engage something else? No? So suck it up.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't believe we have any healers among us.
I
Okay.
can help a little bit, but I'm not to be relied upon as a main healer.
Alright.
Touch Luna's hand and whistle a tune, and Cure Light Wounds comes out.
Oh, there we go.
Well, first level, that's pretty darn good.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Ah,
I do that, but let me mechanically.
May as well be the heal spell.
I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of hit points.
Let's see here. Asami. Yeah, you got Luna targeted. If you, I think if you click the heal button, you should be good. There we go. That's
Boom.
Luna
Looks green to me.
back almost to full.
All right. Why don't we, as a group, not a Scooby-Doo team, breaking up, go upstairs. Who's our tank? Nakai is a back fighter. Is Arthur the one with the big stick, or is that Luna?
Arthur has no weapons, period. That is Luna.
Arthur's the stinger. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Luna's the one with the big spear.
All right. Becca will go behind Luna. Nakai, you want to follow up?
Just give me 1 second.
Sami, what does Sami fight with?
A dagger.
A dagger. Well, that sounds like Frontline if I ever heard it.
Yeah, you're a rogue, right? Definitely.
Could even let Teddy go up front.
Naka will take the rear.
Okay.
All right. Then
We're gonna have to.
Dylan?
We're gonna have to rearrange things anyway in just a second.
All right.
So I get to the
Well, there you
second
go.
floor. So let's keep everybody on the map there.
we'll stealth as much as possible. That
Yeah. Move into
Let's
the living room,
people
which
in
way
there.
you want to go.
up the stairs.
Get everybody on the map, just so, and then I'll show the map of the second floor.
Okay.
And who was going up first? Was that Luna?
Luna's up first, followed by Bakai.
Okay, so let's put them on the map first. Just when you get to the point where you can see what's up there, I will give you a description.
Well, we can see it.
Yeah, but there's some action. All right,
Okay.
stairs lead up into an upper hall. There are 2 windows and 2 doors, all of which are closed. The windows are also shuttered from the outside, and each has a padlock. Suits of archaic armor with round shields and foreign-looking weapons garb skeletal displays around the perimeter of this chamber. So let's see here.
Skeletal? What?
Yes.
There's skeletons? Like animal skeletons or
No.
people?
Like dressed as almost like city guards, but like old.
Well, that warrants a detect magic before we get near them.
Yeah, they're definitely showing magic.
No. Luna, you want to just bash one and see what happens?
Magic happen to be necromancy.
They're actually before that happens, they begin to move.
Oh.
As soon as you guys get up to the top of the step, I guess whoever's casting the spell from down below gets an aura from up top, but Luna can definitely see movement. So let's get initiatives from everybody.
And did you have me roll for both characters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna roll for everybody.
All right.
Every summon has their own roll, it seems.
Well, the game I had last night, they like me to just do one roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
in this game, we're doing every individual.
I'm happy to do either way.
It just saves me from having to reset the Eidolon every time.
Yep, no worries.
And all right. So let's go to round 1.
That's convenient. Luna up front.
You know, a wizard.
So one of the skeletal guards springs to life and with a warhammer swings down at Luma. He's got a shield in one arm and a warhammer in the other. Oh, that was hovering on a 20. Luna manages to reach up her spear and block the blow. Luna.
I have reach. Can I stab him as he
Yeah, you can.
moves?
Yep. Actually, no, you can't because you were still flat-footed technically.
Okay.
So on your,
Okay.
you might have noticed that on your sheet, I put a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
I didn't add any weight or anything to it. I'm just using that representationally as
Okay.
the haft of your spear. So you won't have reach with that because you have to kind of balance it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can use it as a bludgeoning weapon with no penalties.
Oh man, what am I gonna do? I can't take any hits. So,
You can always back up through people. Like friendlies don't block you, I don't think.
No.
who's gonna go up front?
I mean, Bakai is, semi-expendable. I would never say that in front of her.
You know what? I'm gonna do this because I'm a wizard. I'm gonna. Let's see, what's my concentration? What's the roll to cast defensively at first level spell?
I think it's 15 plus the level?
double the
Plus
spell
the
level.
spell.
Yeah, double.
Is it double the spell level?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a spell level. All right.
I'm gonna go confirm.
Yeah,
can take an
that'd be
attack.
great.
Casting defensively.
He can take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna cast.
It's 15 plus double spell level.
Okay.
So hit me, skeleton.
All right.
Kill me.
Skeleton obliges.
Yeah, crit me. Then I can watch the football game.
Are you doing your concentration or no?
No. I don't want to lose the spell. He has probably a harder time hitting me than I do of losing it.
Yeah, you're
You
not
don't wanna-
flat-footed anymore. You have your dex back.
Let's see here. I don't know why it's not letting me target. On my screen, I've got a check mark and a red X on Luna. Do you guys have the same?
I'm immune.
No?
No.
I didn't know you're immune to damage.
You have them on same layer.
Maybe that's on a different layer. 18. I think that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Luna might be dead.
10.
10 damage. First level wizards can take that.
So you're still alive, but Luna falls.
10 damage. Poor Luna.
Hmm.
That was brutal.
It was.
Oh well.
I'm not sure what's going on with the mini either. Oh, I see. It's the map. The token was locked. That's why. Okay. So Luna crumbles to the stairs.
What did Luna do on her round?
She tried to cast a spell.
Did she make the concentration check?
I don't believe
She didn't attempt.
Didn't attempt to.
If you fail your check to cast defensively, your spell's just wasted.
You lose
They
your spell.
felt Luna felt they had a better chance of dodging the attack than making the concentration check.
And she was right, but didn't work out this time.
Yeah. Better chance doesn't mean guaranteed, unfortunately.
Yeah, if I would have got my shield spelled off, I'd have a 22 armor class.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
I guess I'm still a little bit confused. So,
Figure.
did you
Figure.
want to cast a spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you make your concentration? I didn't see a roll.
Yeah, you should make the concentration check before that thing attacks you.
She chose not to because she didn't want to lose the spell. If
She chose not to
flubbed
cast
the
defensively.
concentration. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
I got that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Wait,
Also,
so if you choose not to make a concentration check, that means you're not casting a spell, right?
That means you're not casting defensively. That means you are
means you're not-
casting the spell.
That means if the thing hits you and it hits you, your spell is ruined anyway. So
Yes.
Okay.
Luna has a better AC than they have a concentration check.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
chances were higher to avoid a hit than it was to actually make the check. It was a gamble.
Zed.
All right. Can I see from downstairs that skeleton?
Let's have a look here. Comparing the two maps. Yeah, you can.
Okay. So how do I target that? I'll just move this. Can you move it to the other map?
Sure.
Somewhere where I can just.
Yeah, just 1 second. I'll put you in the other room.
Oh, this escalated quickly. 10 damage.
All right. So we'll aim at that. And cast. And that's a miss. Okay, Zed is done.
Okay.
Do I click on something here, or you click it?
I can, or you can.
What am I clicking on?
The next actor button on the bottom of the.
Oh
combat
yeah,
track.
that's right. Got it.
Bakai.
All right. But Kai doesn't want to step in because if I step in where Luna was, the two of them could reach. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to ready an attack for anybody that steps into the square.
She can also, if she wants, she can pull Luna out of there.
Can I pull Luna and ready an attack?
You can do either or.
I'm going to ready an attack.
Okay.
Sorry, Luna. I think you got a few rounds before it's too dangerous. So that's it. I ready the attack. So I just click next.
Yeah. And I'll adjust your Arthur. You're back in the middle of the living room.
Yeah. Let me check something real quick. What is the range on Grease? 25, okay. Where I am in the other room, I want to stride far enough to where I can both see and be able to cast Grease on basically that little cube, like the little 2x2 cube where those two skeletons are, and a little further back from there.
Okay. It's tricky because you're looking up the stairs. I don't know if you have to concentrate on a point on the floor or not.
I think it's possible. You have to be on the same plane and see the floor. How would you run up and cast?
Well, I mean, you can see the stairs. Do it for the top stair. That way, Luna will slide down.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it for the very top of the stair and then do.
You mean basically where Luna is, Okay,
The-
let me
the-
draw out what I'm talking about. Basically,
Yeah,
let me
Because
take a pointer.
it's a 10 by 10, right? So if you do it that
Yeah.
corner where Luna is,
Basically, like that. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast grease right around there,
Okay.
and that is going to make, I believe, when I cast the spell, right as soon as I cast it, they make a save. Let me just. It's been a while since I've read grease. There's a lot to read.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they make saves. I'm pretty sure you can make them make saves by just clicking on them.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and. I cannot click on them. I am not on the map.
Let me put you over. I imagine you'd be somewhere probably around there,
Roughly, yeah.
the
Let me
downstairs.
go ahead and just put a grease on them. Cast. It did nothing happen. I didn't hit cast.
the
I
I
just
just did the effect.
did the effect. My cast.
There we go.
There we go.
So we
A 4 and a 16. A 16 matches, but a 4 fails.
Okay, so guard 4 falls. Guard 4 is prone.
Apologies. Every single time I keep forgetting that I have to press the cast button.
That's okay. It's not an easy thing to
Yeah.
get the hang of.
Still not exactly used to fantasy grounds. That was my stride and that was my action. Yeah, I can't really do much else. I'll end my turn with that.
Did Luna slide down the stairs?
Hopefully.
She might have, you know. With,
You want to make a roll? I will
She,
step a little out of the way.
yeah, I'll say she slides down. Bakai can, if Bakai shifts her,
Dips to the side.
yeah, it just shifts to the side. Yeah, I'll free action that. That's good enough for
Okay.
me. So Skeletal Guard 4 fell. So he's going to try and stand up. So he's got to make what? An acrobatics check, correct?
let me go ahead and confirm. I'm gonna bring up the spell on the website because it's way easier to read there.
Yeah.
Grease Pathfinder.
It's tricky every time.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. Complicated spell. Okay. Creatures that do not move can walk within. I think it can just stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, it can just stand up.
Okay.
If it tries to move any further than just standing up, then it makes a check.
All right. So he stands up. Naka. I will put you on the map.
How many squares are we from the bottom of the step to where the skeletal are?
4.
And I guess I'm hearing a lot of things in game. I ask what's going on up there. No one replies, but there's a lot of spell casting and stuff.
Yeah, you definitely know something. And you just see Luna slide down the stairs. She's bleeding heavily.
Okay.
So I haven't acted yet, so I couldn't really respond.
I mean, you can say something for free.
Yeah, you can talk for free.
Then
All
I
right,
don't know what's going up there.
Alright, so Naka is not seeing this as a good scene. She's gonna cast a spell under duress.
Okay, so we're gonna move up to.
I don't see my token.
Yeah, I put it on the.
Oh, there it
Because
is.
we're going between floors.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go enough there so I can reach over, touch Luna. Did not do enough healing, I guess.
But it stabilizes.
Okay.
All right. Skeletal Guard number 1. Goes to move past and steps in. Steps into the grease. He's got to make it.
Yeah, as soon as it steps in, it makes an acrobatics check, actually.
Okay, well, that's even better than a save for you guys. I have 2. It's in armor.
On a 9 or lower, it simply can't move when it tries to step in. On a 4 or lower, when it fails by 5 or more, it straight up falls.
Okay, it's quite possible that happens. Yeah, it falls.
Yeah, he falls prone.
He falls prone and starts
Oh.
sliding down the stairs. He's
All
gonna
right, then I'll take a chance and hit him.
Okay,
All right.
so let me put prone on him so he's easier for you to hit.
Didn't Bakai bring an
Yes,
action on
she did.
someone?
He did.
Yeah.
So she's going to spin around and kick him. Is he prone yet? Or I don't see the
Not
prone
yet.
symbol.
Didn't drag over yet. There we go.
All right. I guess all that flopping around, wasn't expecting that. So that's a miss.
Okay, but he still takes damage as he falls down the stairs. So he takes, and it's bludgeoning. 4. And he breaks apart.
So is Bakai now down a bit on the initiative track?
Yeah, I'm going to move her down to, where's that?
Right in front of Asami.
We'll call her a 6. I'm not sure what the number was.
Well, she's offended by that.
She's a Lankhmar 6.
And I can't target allies.
Oh, yeah. Let me put you on the map as well. Super laggy on my end here. I'm not sure where you were in the room down below, but I just threw it over there. There we go.
I just move there, and I don't have anything witty because I don't really know what's going on, but I detect that combat's happening, so I think that, maybe I'll whistle a good combat tune. I don't know what that would be. So I start whistling. If you feel inspired by it, you get bonus.
So I think I've got everybody on the map now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Excellent.
That's my turn.
Teddy.
The
Your headset on mute? Am I?
Or maybe he cut out.
Teddy runs up there and hisses.
Okay. Gotcha.
Jeez, that's gonna scare us.
All right. Round 2. Guard number 2. He also has to make an acrobatics check to move, correct? So
If he wishes to move, yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it on here so I don't have to. He wishes to move. He falls.
Yeah, he fell.
So he slides
Knocked
down
prone.
to there. He's prone. Takes 2 points of damage.
I don't get a
Technically,
reaction.
he doesn't move anywhere, actually. If he fails the save, he doesn't get to move at all, so he's still
okay.
on the
So he
initial spot.
Okay, so he doesn't fall down the stairs. He doesn't take any damage. Okay.
Not quite, no.
And Bakai, you could have taken. It's a new round, so you could have taken a reaction, I think.
Okay, well, if he's not here, then I'm not gonna worry.
Okay, so he's unable to move. Luna is stable. Skeletal guard number 3 tries to move past. And He's going to be prone.
The DC is 10 in order to succeed. If you fail by 5 or more,
Yeah, he falls prone.
then you fall.
Yep, he's also prone. He's standing on solid ground though. He just slipped just entering. Come on. There we go. 2 should be prone as well. Zed.
All right. Let's see. Yep, got him targeted. We will attempt. I am not feeling like casting with this nosebleed, so Ed is done.
Arthur.
Well, I already put up my grease. They're immune to fear, most likely, and my ray attack is not exactly very good on prone targets. So I think that's the best thing I can do is simply pivot away from combat just a second. I'm gonna step by. I'm
Got
gonna
any
step
more
away
heals
so
from
that
Luna?
Arthur has no healing at all.
Okay. Or didn't you do a pure light before?
It was Asami.
No, that was Asami.
Oh,
And being of the devil, I'm gonna move so Asami can actually move closer towards you and end my turn there. As I'm simply gonna take a step away.
Okay, skeletal guard number 4 is already, I think. No, he's not prone, but he will be in a moment. Probably.
Number 4? Number 4 is the one on... Oh no, he's just greased.
Yeah, so he's he's unable to move, but he doesn't fall prone. Naka.
Seeing that we're bottleneck here, and she's got only like arrows.
because a little dexterous is going to attempt to go up in a moment.
Nothing much to do here. Alright, so she is just gonna swap out with her club and just wait for something to come into range, the club.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Failure means it can't move it around and then must make a reflex save.
Ah, all right. Let's make
so they do make... Yeah, if they fail by 5 or more, they just automatically fall.
Okay, so let's see if guard number 4 fell. 'Cause the other guys already fell.
Yeah.
Yep, he fell too.
Comedy of errors.
Alright. Since all of these guys are down, Baka's going to attempt to move forward.
Okay.
So that's acrobatics, right?
Yep.
Ah!
Nope, you cannot move through, and you need to make a reflex save.
Alright, so am I in the square?
Yeah.
I stop and I enter. Okay.
Failure means it can't move that around. It must...
But I entered the square.
I think the implication's yes when you... That's up to the DM, I think. It's
Yeah.
kind of vague.
You have to move into the square, right? So
Yeah.
you have to make your checks for the grease first.
Okay, so I do the grease when I step foot.
Yep, and then you do your reflex
So
save.
you step in, you make your thing, do your resolve grease,
Okay.
You fall prone.
you fall
Okay.
prone, and then basically you don't do anything else. You don't try to go through them because you didn't make it through the grease.
Well, I didn't want to go through them. I wanted to get in front so I could attack. But am
Right.
I in that square or the square to the...
You have to be in the square adjacent to them because you already stepped in.
Yeah,
So
but,
I'm
then
here.
there's gravity and it's stairs.
Okay.
So you
So, all right.
slid back to...
And every time I move it, it slips down. So, okay.
This is just the Three Stooges.
Asami.
Reaction. The whistling tune sounds a lot like Final Fantasy battle music now. In between, I'll say, well, let them come to us one at a time down the stairs.
I mean, yeah, Greece has been doing great. Now they just kill themselves.
5 step forward, and I'm in range with Luna, who I assume is still on the ground, not moving.
Yeah, Luna's struggling to maintain... she's unconscious, but in a minute she'll be able to wake up and talk. But just still be unable to act.
Okay.
If you got some healing, do it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll fix that here real quick. This is it though.
There we go. That brings her around.
Okay, that's all I can do.
All right.
I think I got to mechanically refresh the buffs. I think they drop. So let me do that while y'all go on.
Sure thing. I'll just click Teddy. Teddy's at the bottom beside Luna. She holding her ground or is she moving on? Oh, Teddy's going for it.
Alright, so Teddy's gonna run up. Okay, so Grease, what happens?
Acrobatics, DC 10.
And this is acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Bloop. Hold your ground.
All right. Excellent.
Yep. You can move through at half speed.
And now you can attack.
And she's just gonna claw this thing.
It's prone.
Prone. And this is
Off the skeleton's armor.
And then as she does that, let me see my hunter tricks here. What is useful right now?
Generally, I'd say trip, but that seems pointless.
Yeah. So second chance strike. When she misses, the ranger can re-roll the attack at -5. Is an immediate action. Okay, so re-roll it at -5.
Does she have to miss first?
Yes.
Okay.
So Naka says, "Try it again, girl." So it expends one of her tricks. Bloop. But she gets to try again. At -5.
Oh,
So 14. Does 14 hit?
is a hit.
On prone? Good. No or yes? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yes. Swamp. Okay.
All right.
Alright, that's Teddy's turn. Oh, and Teddy... Oh, man. I have to get used to Teddy. Teddy is raging. So...
Okay. So that does more
Step away
damage,
from the
right?
badger.
Yeah, let me see how much more damage does that rage do. Sorry.
It's okay. It's probably two
An
points.
extra 2 points? Yep.
Is it 2 points?
Yes, 2 points.
Strength goes up by 4.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll destroy the skeleton.
Alright, so she rages and she swats at this thing. Alright, so that's her turn. Bloop.
Luna, back in action. Luna comes around. Luna might be watching the football game.
I am. Some player got really good. I'm going to stand up and pick up my spear.
Okay, cool. Skeletal guard number 2 tries to move.
Meaning standing or what?
I think it stands automatically.
Oh, so standing provokes.
This.
Yeah, but he's 10 feet away.
He's 10
isn't he?
feet away. Yeah, it's number 3.
Number 3, yeah, my
Number
bad.
3.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
Whoever failed that acrobatics check, they fall automatically.
they automatically fall. Okay, cool. So I don't have to take the prone off. And Zed.
All right.
From
Can I-
here, Zed doesn't really have a good line of
I have
sight
no
on
target.
it. Not really. No.
Then we'll pass.
Okay. Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur maintains his position. Things are going well, it seems.
Guard number 4 stands up, tries to move.
Alright, that would
Standing
provoke,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
standing up will provoke for sure.
And he
And he falls. And Teddy swats him.
So let me see. Let me make
Yeah.
the rage effect. Is the rage effect on? Rage is off. Rage is on now. Okay. And claws at number 4. Well, doing just 1 point of damage at a time.
That's enough to do it, though.
All right. So this little creature is just biting and slashing, or pounding things.
And the skeletons are breaking apart.
Purple girl.
Naka.
That's what Naka says.
But Naka reaches into a little side pouch, pulls out a little beef jerky, gives it to Teddy, and says, "Go get him." Looks down and says, "You can probably turn off the grease at this point."
Not in the middle of a fight. Do you want to lose your hand? When Teddy's in a rage. Asami. Oh, I'm sorry. Bukai. Did we miss Bukai?
No, that's it. She doesn't want to run through a raging badger. So,
okay, I'll take prone off you then.
She'll stand. Yeah.
Stand up, and I'll take.
We'll let the badger take them all. That's fine.
So she stops whistling because she feels this particular encounter's in hand.
Okay.
Went 5 step out of the way, so I am not an obstruction in case people want to get upstairs and hit things. Look around the room, see what do we? I mean, we've been in this room before, right? This was the entranceway. So
yeah, you're in the living room. Yeah, let me give you a
yeah.
description of the living room. You guys went in, fought some cats, and then quickly moved into the kitchen. But the living room itself, 2 stuffed chairs stand in front of an empty fireplace. Next to them rests a small bookcase packed with leather-bound books. A well-built table surrounded by 6 hardwood chairs stands by one wall. Sitting on a table next to the front door is a glittering statuette. A door lies open to what looks like the kitchen, and a flight of stairs with a wooden railing leads up to the 2nd floor.
Does the fireplace have pokers?
It does have pokers.
I'm going to go over there. I'll use my move actions instead of 5 for stepping to get over there and grab a poker.
Okay. You can, let's see here.
So that's 25. Can the poker be used as a makeshift?
It doesn't even have to be makeshift. It can be used as a club.
Okay, perfect.
I'll put that on your sheet for you. Should appear in your inventory, I believe. Maybe not.
I saw the menu pop up. I didn't look in the inventory. Let's take.
All right. Well, if there's 2 clubs on there, you can delete one of them. Teddy.
Teddy will.
Teddy the tornado.
Teddy will just scurry up.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Doesn't move.
Doesn't move.
Nope. Let's make a
And
reflex
then
save.
Teddy makes a reflex save. Teddy falls prone.
And slides down into Bukai's lap. Or at Bukai's feet.
And Teddy is raging round 2, and that's Teddy's turn.
All right. Luna. On her feet, spear in hand.
Oh,
Down on the 1st floor. She's got a raging Teddy and Bukai in her way, and upstairs is another skeleton, she thinks.
I'm gonna ready if the skeleton goes into Teddy's space. I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, cool. So skeletal guard, I think you fell prone, but he's standing up now. He fell prone as he stepped in, so he was outside of the grease. So he stands up and moves into the grease properly. -3 for his acrobatics check. falls prone.
The grease is the MVP for this encounter.
Yeah,
huh?
Arthur, MVP. Actually,
The reason you take it.
the grease saved you guys against the other skeletons too. The skeletal dogs.
Just not level 1. Yeah.
Zed.
I didn't pick up on something until you put that thing there. Glittering statue.
Yes.
I'm going to go look at the glittering statue.
Okay. So let's see here.
I'm sure we can resolve that after the combat, but I walk over there, I start to detect magic. It's going to take some time, so I'm pretty much out of this unless something happens.
Okay, so let's see here. Where's...
At this point, the grease has done its job. Arthur's going to go ahead and use his action to dismiss the grease.
Okay. Did that show up for you, Zed?
Did you send something special?
It did.
I don't see. Let me see.
I might have got blocked by... Hang on.
Will it show up in my chat?
I'm just trying new things.
Oh, I see it now.
Did that pop up for you?
Oh, jeez. That's what it looks like?
That's what it looks like. It's about a foot tall, but it's made of solid gold by the looks of it.
Ah, jeez.
It does have a... Did you cast Detect Magic correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean, it'd be this round. It detects. All right,
Okay.
that's not good.
So you did detect an aura. So Arthur, did you dispel the grease?
Yeah, Arthur's going to dismiss the grease and is then going to take a stride up to where Asami is. He feels that getting a poker could be useful in case he has to engage in melee combat with these things. He's going to stride up there and see if he can acquire a poker as well.
Yeah. That should show up in your inventory.
Let me check. Where did my character go?
I had to drag it, and it worked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if I do this, maybe I first have to open up the...
It would appear that Arthur has vanished from sight. Well, there we go.
Did that work?
Yeah, hold on. I'm dealing with something. My stat block seems to have disappeared. And let me click on myself. There it is. It's back.
All right, cool. Let me know if that club doesn't come through at all.
Do I have to drag it to myself?
It should. I dragged it right onto you. It should go right into your inventory.
I do not see it.
Yeah, I ended up, the menu that popped up, or the pop-up that described club, I ended up dragging it onto my page with the weapon attacks, and it ended up after that.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do that.
I'll drag it into the party sheet, and you can drag it from there. How's that?
I can drag it to my character actions, I believe, and
yeah, there we go. I'll just put a couple clubs in there for you guys.
Weapons.
So there's 3 more pokers left. Knock. The grease on the stairs.
Okay, is going to continue to encourage Teddy. That's their thing.
Okay, so the grease dissipates with a word from Arthur as he moves over to grab a poker as well.
So to go through these, I'd have to make an acrobatics, right? And it would be some number that we'd have to do.
Yeah, it's and it's +5 too because it'd be through the. I'll say it's the DCB +1 because the skeleton's actually prone. So I'm going to take the prone penalty off the +5 difficulty. So it'd be the skeleton's DC CMD +1.
All right. So and I would use
your acrobatics.
I'm going to make the attempt to show up on the square to the right of the skeleton.
Okay.
I'll probably regret this. 14?
Let's see what his CMD is.
Is there any bonus for him being down?
Yeah, I'm giving you a +4.
Plus 4 on
It's
top
a
of
normal-
that, so 18.
No. I've already
Oh, you factored it into
factored
his.
it in. Yeah.
He gave you a +4 by giving him a -4.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's how I understood it.
Yep. Okay, so you step over the skeleton.
Okay. Then I can make an attack.
You can make an attack.
All right, and it looks like I'm flanking, for whatever it's worth.
Yeah, you're flanking. He's prone.
All right, actions. I can't let the. Oh, jeez. I was going to say I can't let the badger get all the glory, but yep, there you go. Have the glory.
Asami.
Well, I have a new weapon in hand, and I might as well join my companions over here. So that was 25 before. Hey, is there still fighting going on?
Sounds like there's still some action.
I'm like, look eager to hit something with this thing. So I don't know if I can make it up there or not. So I'll go. I'll follow your lead.
You put prone on Teddy, please.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So Teddy is going to do prone on prone action, flanking, full round attack as she's raging. This is her third round raging. Bloop. Bloop. And a bite. Bloop.
Miss.
So miss.
I'm disappointed.
Alright, so prone on prone is not working great, and then that's that round.
Luna, the grease has been dismissed. You can try with your spear with at the 10-foot reach, or you can do something else. Going for the spear. Spear clanks off the skeleton's armor. Skeleton stands up, drawing an AOO from Teddy and Bakai. Miss. Oh, and Luna. Luna. Critical hit.
With a double nat 20.
That is a hit, Luna. That is a critical hit.
Please don't get dust in everybody's eyes.
Oh. Luna just skewers it. And it shatters and crumbles into a pile of old brown iron cuirass, which is an old kind of chainmail.
Okay.
And
I'm examining this horrid statue.
The horrid statue. You examine it. It's the
You said it's magical, right?
yeah, the aura is coming through now, and it's divination, faint divination.
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah, we're out of initiative.
Cool.
Would I know what this is as a first level character?
You can make some sort of check.
Sounds good.
What sort of knowledge skills do you have?
How about nature? Nature and Arcana is what I have.
You try Arcana.
Arcana, okay. I was trying for nature because it's better. 16?
Yeah, you've not seen anything like this before. You know that this is probably gold. Do you have Do you have appraise?
Yeah. No, it's the most valuable thing I've ever seen.
It might be, Have you ever held so many pounds of gold in your hand? It probably weighs around 10 pounds.
I'm going to point out to the folks, this evil-looking thing looks like it might be valuable. I have a sack in my inventory. I'm going to pull it out, wrap it in the sack, and tuck it away, unless somebody wants to examine it or something.
You're
Evil-looking things.
Next to Sami doing this, is that right?
I'm not making a secret of this. I'm not trying to steal it.
No.
I'm letting people know. If they want to look at it, if they want to do something, Otherwise, I'm also grabbing a
I
sack out
could
of my.
attempt to appraise it if you want me to look at it.
Go for it.
She shows you about a close to a foot tall statuette of some manner of creature.
I'm quite interested in, quote, evil things, so can I try to identify what this represents? I know that someone attempted an Arcana check earlier.
It's probably 500 gold pieces worth of gold in weight. So that's
But this creature, has anybody seen something like this? I just feel it's wrong.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's magic.
Looking upon it, can I try and identify what this make is, like what it's trying to be a statue of?
Sure.
That would be Arcana. I believe someone rolled that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have you don't have planes, do you? Or
I do not have.
no, it's not
I do
planes.
not have-
It's an aberration. I believe.
I do not have.
Monsters humanoid. I can't remember.
I know that Zed used Arcana earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try Arcana.
All right. That's not great.
A lot of Arcana.
Well, that's pretty good, but you're not sure what that would represent.
Okay. All right. Well, wrapping it up, I feel like, if it's got divination, it might be keeping an eye on us, which is not good. All right. So, shall we make our way upstairs and see? Are those things still emanating magic? Like, is the armor magic?
Also,
No.
Asami did roll a 23 to try and identify it.
Yep. Asami, no idea what this is. 23
Okay.
is not high enough.
Okay.
Are the warhammers and armor usable?
Yeah, they sure are. Just let me put those.
Cool. I'll grab one of the warhammer, drop the table leg.
Upgrade.
Let me throw that in the party sheet.
And then what kind of armor are they wearing?
It's called Brown Diamond Cuirass. It's like it's an archaic version of chainmail.
Ooh. Let's see if I can do chainmail. I can. Awesome. How long does it take to put on chainmail?
It's medium armor. How long does it take to put on medium armor?
Good question. I mean, we're not in a hurry, so
Varies if you do it yourself or if you have someone help you.
Yeah.
You can expeditiously do it in 4 minutes with help. I think that comes to mind.
Well, let's at least open up some other doors and peer in while you're getting dressed.
You guys
I feel like
on the first
Just
floor, or
catch-
everybody moving up to the second floor?
no, we're in the second floor landing there.
Okay.
If this statue has divination on it, we need to not waste a lot of time in here. I'm worried that something will know we're here. Okay. So we open up door number 1. What's that C, by the way?
Okay. Let's give you the upper hall. Everything
Do we have
everything
a
go
source
dark
of
on
light
you
in the
guys?
room? It did, except the room we're in. What is the source of light
Let's see here.
that we have?
Luna should have a light spell.
I've got a light spell too. If somebody wants me to cast light on a necklace or
Right,
something,
right.
they can tuck in a shirt. But we've got ample light.
Okay, so let me give you the upper hall description. The stairs leads up into an upper hall. There are 2 windows, 2 doors, all of which are closed. The windows are shuttered from the outside. Each has a padlock. Suits of archaic armor with round shields and foreign-looking weapons garb skeletal displays around the perimeter of the chamber.
The box with a C in it in front of us?
That is a trapdoor leading up into the attic. It's like a pull ring on the ceiling. You pull it down. Presumably some sort of ladder.
I'm not going to tell Teddy to calm down. And also, could you remove prone from Teddy?
Absolutely. Let me go through and remove prone from all the people who had prone. Got it. So there's 2 doors. Actually, 3 doors. There's door to the ceiling, and then door to the left and door straight ahead.
Somebody pick a door. Who feels lucky?
Might as well start with the one to our left.
Okay.
All right. It's just gonna open it, or
Bakai will. Who's got the perception to look for magic? I think somebody had a 6 perception. You want to make a check?
Yeah, you didn't get any other magical auras when you were examining the armor or the weapons or anything like that. So nothing on the door.
The door.
Okay.
Move it open, not step in.
Okay. Open it.
Is it open?
It's open.
Okay. All right. Nothing come rushing out. No sounds. No.
Nope. None of the above.
All right. Step in. Attacked by skeletal birds now. We've had dogs. We've had cats.
People. This room smells of sulfur and other unidentifiable substances, including rotten meat. A large table covered with glassware and various alchemical paraphernalia dominates the center of the room. A bookshelf leans against the wall near a round unshuttered window, and a plush high-backed chair stands next to the fireplace. Against the inner wall is a small table with several vials on it. In one corner, a small podium of marble completely covered by a book of at least 3 feet across.
My radar says this may be the book. Why don't I see my character?
You're not on the map, Zed?
I just tried to click my character thing, and
Is that better?
there we go. Yep. All right. So we step in. Assuming everybody steps in. What's the thing on the bottom there? It looks like a basin or a sink or whatever.
Let's see here. See what that was.
Room shelf and bookshelf. Window that needs shuttering.
Against the inner wall is a small table with several vials on it.
Oh, well, let's look and see if any of those might be healing potions.
Okay, you're not getting any magic.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to.
But they are alchemical substances, though. I don't know if anyone's good with that sort of thing.
I don't think so. I am not. All right. So I assume we fan out and people check different things?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, nobody says something. I'll go over to the bookshelf next. Whoop.
That's where the book that was glowing was found?
Where the book is... Wasn't the book on a table, like...
Yeah, the book is in this corner here. Let me make a...
It's the one on the right, above Arthur and... Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Over there?
It's in that corner
Okay.
on a podium. I've got a picture of it. Although it's not...
Not going to look like the book from the Evil Dead, is it? Okay. Simple enough.
but it's open, and it's set to a certain page, and there's another page on top of it, and the page on top of it has a different aura. The book itself, if you concentrate on it for a little bit, it's got a powerful necromancy and conjuration aura.
I'd never guess that in this house.
The page itself, it looks like it might be like some sort of folded vellum, and it's folded in half, and it's sitting in the book, keeping the book open to this page. And it also has it's a faint necromantic aura.
Who wants to read it?
So just one moment.
Makai running away.
So just
Okay.
1 second. There we go. Sorry about that.
Jesus. Oh dear.
All right, this might take a minute to sort out.
You're all dead.
Just a fireball.
The will saves, so
So Asami, Arthur. So Asami and Arthur are filled with just a sensation of dread, and they just want to flee this chamber as quickly as possible.
oh, dread, you say? Hold on. I think I have something against fear. Or do I not? No, I do not. I did not actually take that quite yet. I was going to take that, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to leave. I'm heading to the door.
Curious. I've
Well-
not felt that in quite a while.
We need the book. I detect no magic on the bookshelf, correct?
Yes, you did.
I
Oh.
did detect magic.
Oh, on the bookshelf or the podium?
The bookshelf.
No magic from the bookshelf. Those are.
Alright, let's go grab this. No reason to read anything right now. Grab it, toss it in the back with the statue.
Okay. So you're gonna close it up and then throw it in your sack?
Yep, because
Okay.
it's bookmarked, right? It's got the vellum.
It does,
on
and it's sticking out at the top, so you can pull that out if you want.
No, leave it in there
Leave
to
it
hold
in
the
there?
page.
Okay. So you
I
notice that.
have a feeling.
So you
Go
notice
ahead.
that when you close it, there's two little clasps, and they magically seal up.
Well,
Hey, we didn't have to bring an open book. We just bring a book.
That's true. So you put the book in your sack.
Yep.
Who was fleeing? It was Arthur and Asami, I believe, right?
Yeah, in the corner.
Yeah, you want to get out of the house as quickly as possible. That's
And I haven't felt this since I was a boy. I don't like it.
Well, we've kind of got what we need, right? I mean, unless we want to stick around and look in the ceiling in another room missing 2 members, I'm good to get out of here. We got Luna that's pretty wounded, and we're missing Arthur and Asami. Oh, we got Teddy. We're okay. If you want to stick around, we're okay.
Everybody follow Teddy.
Do we want to look in the last room?
Naka will go after the two that just ran.
Alright. I'll head towards the stairs. Baka will poke her head in.
Okay, so by the time, let's see, you guys get to just outside or just at the door, you're just about to open it to leave, and the feeling of dread subsides.
Annoying.
Did Baka open the door?
Hmm.
She stayed behind a little bit to open it.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling it off like, I was just ready to leave. Glad the mission's over. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, but Guy can open the door.
Oh.
All right.
Who was the person that Arthur was fleeing with?
Asami.
Asami. That's why I say
Yeah, Asami. Yeah.
I was just ready to leave. Nothing to see here. Trying to mask as best as possible.
You notice Arthur, after he's done running, he has a bit of a grin on his face for some reason.
Yeah.
Because he spoiled himself?
Arthur suspects that, he knows what happened.
I thought I heard someone say he soiled himself. Did I hear that right?
A small bed stands by the fireplace in the opposite wall. Next to the door is an unassuming table with one drawer and a plain wooden chair beside it. A candle is placed on the table.
Open the drawer.
Let me open that door for you so you can see
Open
it.
the drawer in the table.
All right, the drawer in the table. Let's see here. The drawer in the table. The drawer has a couple jars of ink, some ink pens. There's a little package. Looks like a small sack, and there's a couple things in it, almost like stones. There's 4 bone scroll cases lined up, and a bunch of parchment underneath. Some of the parchment is folded up, and underneath the little pouch with the clinking items in it.
Take it.
Okay.
Take all the folded parchments, the hopefully gems.
Actually, if you wanted, you could just remove the drawer and dump the whole thing in your sack if you wanted.
Right.
You might want to take the ink out, but other than that.
Yeah, ditch the ink.
Okay.
Take that. Quick scan of the room. Now, if people are coming back, why don't we check the ceiling? If people are not coming back, then we'll leave. You guys coming back up? Or?
Yeah, Arthur's back up.
Okay.
Again, he has a bit of a grin on his face.
All right. Bakai will say what you've got. We can sort it later when we get out of here. Let's poke our head up into the ceiling. How far is it? I mean, is this we could drag a chair out from the other room?
So, are you going
on the chair?
Pull the trapdoor down, or you can reach up and pull it down? Okay, so you pull it down, and a wooden ladder unfolds. You can pull the wooden ladder down. Makes a makeshift set of stairs.
All right. Head up the stairs. Poke her head in.
All right.
Can she carry Teddy with her?
Oh yeah. If Teddy.
Teddy growls at you if you try to pick her up.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking that's the most potent weapon we have, but all right, fine.
She backs up and growls at you.
Okay. Go up the stairs.
So let's get you the map. If you give you a visual.
Powerful wooden box nailed shut and tucked into one corner.
Yeah, this large room is mostly empty. Like the rest of the house, the windows are tightly shuttered. There's a small, colorful wooden box nailed shut, tucked into one corner, and the rest of the room seems fairly empty. It looks like it's an attic.
Scan for detect magic. Grab the box. Head out.
You detect magic on something that's in the box.
Okay. We won't bother opening it at this point. Let's just take it and go.
Okay, so the box is about a foot by a foot by a foot.
All right. Bakai will carry it.
Okay.
Got a pretty good strength. 16. So
Yeah, no problem. It doesn't weigh much. It weighs like maybe 2-3 pounds.
All right, I got the sack. You've got the box. Anybody else want to do anything in here? We scanned for magic. We don't detect any. There's nothing that looks valuable. I know we didn't spend a lot of time in the attic, but because of the statue I found downstairs, I kind of want to get out of here.
What about the basement? We left that unexplored.
Oh, that's true. We could go out through the sewer, I think it was.
Maybe.
I'm good with that. Shall we head that way?
Go in the basement or just going to walk out the front
We
door?
have no reason to go anywhere else. We got the book, so.
Question, in the attic, are there ways to see into the room that the book was previously in from the attic? Like, basically through, like, small holes and, like, cracks in the floor? Because I'm curious as to what caused us such fear.
Yeah. There are not. The ceiling is pretty well made, the ceiling floor. But yeah, you're right to be suspicious. Although it could be the book. You notice that as soon as the book was interacted with, everybody had a sensation of dread. Only you and Asami succumbed to it.
If that's the case, Arthur may have some interest in that book. He hasn't been scared in a long time, and he's not exactly opposed to it.
We can examine it later.
Are we sure this is the book we're looking for?
You're pretty sure.
From the description?
Yeah, as far as from the description, yeah. He said it was about a 3 foot by book. It's the only book that you've seen that's anything resembling this size.
We have no other reason to meander in this house, so let's take our leave.
Well, through the basement is what I heard. So let's see.
Why do we need to go to the basement? Just walk out the front door or somewhere.
Okay.
Or do we not want to be seen or something? Or
There's no stones left unturned.
Luke,
there was when we first entered. Remember, we were someone accompanied us, and we broke through a window.
Yeah, Rakkernash.
And there might have been people watching that, thinking we were doing bad things. So
I can go either way.
It's wise to use the sewer.
You also know that this part of town it's tough to get the law involved in anything.
Well,
this is the Tenderloin district of Lankhmar. This is
It may not be the law we need to worry about if
Oh, necromantic books? I'm not worried about law. I'm worried about necromancers.
Right,
So-
or like a guild that we just did something that they didn't sanction, so they might be.
well, no one knows what we're doing, right?
no, as far as you know.
As far as we know, like
The only other person that's aware is Rakkernash, and he's outside waiting for you.
So we have something that we can turn in for money right now. We have no reason to want to go into the sewer, which we have no idea what's down there or how to navigate it.
And it stinks.
And there's only one person that I know has dark vision.
Kai has it, and I've got low light, being a half elf.
Right. So unless if we have some good reason to go, like, map out the sewers, I don't see any reason why we should.
I'm open to either way. If somebody has a strong opinion, let's do it.
Regardless, I would still like to return here one day. This place interests me.
I mean, I'm okay if you want to toss a match to it, but okay.
From what you understood, Danal wants it to seem like everything is cool here, like Popov is still alive. Like this is the sorcerer that was dead in the basement of the house. This is his house. He wanted to make sure that it seemed like he was still alive, but he had to retrieve the book. His plan is in about a month or so, he's going to make it seem like Popov is leaving town.
Okay, well, and I mean, if that's the case, we should probably get out through the sewer as opposed to 6 people and a rabid dog through the front door.
Well, 6 people and the rabid dog entered in through the front door too. So,
okay, I'm open to either way.
It's all completely up to you guys.
Let's look out the window, see, if there's people watching, and we'll just leave. Just like how we came in.
Yeah, there was one window that was open, and that was in the laboratory room, and you could see Rakkernash probably about 50 yards away, leaning up against the building, just kind of keeping watch.
Okay.
He's the only person?
Yeah. He's the only person that seems to be outside any interest. There isn't nobody standing around pointing or anything like that.
So Naka will to him and then make sure he's like, is coast clear? We're coming out.
Yeah, he gives you the thumbs up. And
okay, let's. Anyone have any objection? That's where Naka wants to go.
Alright, I'm fine with that. I feel like we're beat on enough and we've got our mission done. I'm good.
okay, so you exit into the Tenderloin neighborhood, and there's a pub nearby, but nobody really seems to be paying any attention to people coming and going or anything like that. The Rakkernash moves to meet you, and he says, "We'll make our way down Wall Street the way we came in. Did you get what we came for?"
I think so. Yep.
Excellent. He pulls out a sack. He says, "Could you hand it over? I'll put it in here right now." Then we'll go.
How about we carry it? There's a couple of things we want to examine. I mean, at one point, I'd like to pull out the vellum and see what's on it.
Did we have instructions to give this book to this guy?
Yeah, and he was going to pay you guys off with the gold rilks.
All right, but before we do, as I pull it out of the sack, can I pull the vellum out of the book and look at it?
Naka will pause you, who's going to try that.
Well, that's sad.
Naka will say, "Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but don't push our luck here."
I pulled out the. I mean, if you press.
She moves her hands away. All right, I gave you a warning. And then she moves away from whoever's trying to do that.
Well, I'm not opening the book. I'm just pulling the book out, pulling the vellum out of the book, looking at it, handing him the book, reading the vellum, and then I'll fold it and hand it back that to him too.
Okay.
Assuming.
So he takes the book and tucks it into the sack, and then totally loses complete interest after handing you guys a small purse with 100 gold rilks in it.
Okay.
So you can take a moment to the vellum itself. It looks like it's got magical writing on it.
I won't press. I'll just fold it real quickly since it sounds magical. Tuck it in a pocket.
Hold on.
Well, I'll tuck it in a pocket. We'll, as a party, examine it when we're away from Rakkernash.
Okay.
Did we find some scrolls too?
A scroll.
Yeah,
we found some scrolls at Danal's house.
Well, you said there were some tubes in the desk.
Yeah.
So we took those.
Yeah, there's scroll tubes. Until you examine them, you won't... there's nothing in them, actually. They're just scroll tubes.
1 foot cube box we haven't examined, right?
Yeah.
We got a box. We got some potential gems, right?
Alright.
One unidentified item.
Yeah.
Alright, so we...
That's the Book of Eibon.
Oh,
unless if there's any other business with this guy, we can go back to our quote-unquote base and we can look at our stuff.
Let's do that.
So let's see.
Thank you, Rakkernash, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Rakkernash. The other...
Rakkernash.
Let's see. I'll trade the Book of Eibon off for the scroll. There should be 2 unidentified items on there. Should be the golden statuette and the...
Oh, yeah, the golden statuette. That's trouble.
The scroll. All right, so you guys going back to...
Somebody has a room at the casino, right?
Yeah. Asami does, for sure, and Naka.
And I live around the corner. Actually, don't I live with somebody? I forget. I think I offered up.
No, I think Arthur was just crashed out your place for one night.
Okay.
So let's see here. I'll bring up the Lankhmar map.
Naka will mention that whoever's interested in finding out more about the statuette, just draw it down and she'll take it, she'll take the drawing and poke around, see what she finds out for you.
Arthur's interested in that vellum.
Okay. So you guys head back to the last chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And true Lankhmar spirit will order a couple of jugs of wine and go up to the room.
All right. You're unaccosted as you make your way through the bustling streets of Lankhmar. It's the next night, the night after the night of fear, so everybody's out. It's got a pretty festive spirit.
Well, the horse vendor, was he also an armorer?
He has all sorts of equipment. He's an expedition outfitter, so something like that might be of interest to him.
We can sell some of the stuff if people are not using.
Yeah,
Like the cuirasses and the warhammer and stuff.
Sure.
Exchange them for gold so you can get whatever you want.
Works for me.
Things are expensive here, man. We gotta get equipped.
All right, you guys are all, you got a couple jugs of wine and you all gathered into a small room. It's probably 15 by 15 at best.
Okay.
You want to start examining your loot, but also you'll be pleased to note that you've probably gained a level.
Okay.
Yes, everybody's at
Excellent.
second level. So after the night goes by, you'll be able to apply all your stuff. So congratulations, level 2.
Bing. Keep it down. Too much leveling in the room. Bing, bing.
Everybody.
I now probably have double-digit health.
Ooh. Now you're just getting cocky.
Who has good appraise and selling stuff? We go out with a couple people. Go out and sell the stuff so we can.
I have a point invested in appraise. I wouldn't say it's wonderful.
I have a 9.
Diplomacy, I guess, is
A 9?
Luna.
I think I heard Luna say 9.
Luna's the appraiser.
There you go.
If we can sell after we level, I'll be better at negotiating prices than right now.
I can probably lie about their value and make them seem better.
That's another way of doing it.
Well, let's. What you said we had a scroll.
Yes.
One scroll, right?
It's an
Where's the
Yes.
scroll?
It's a scroll of chill touch.
Okay, so whomever needs that. The statuette, I would just assume keep sealed for now as much as possible, because if it's divination, I'm worried that it's location tracing.
Okay.
I may be wrong on that. What else we got here? You said the scroll cases are empty.
Scroll cases are empty. I'll go through them one by one. You got the 4 suits of brown iron cuirass. I think they're worth 15 gold rokes each. Armor's fairly expensive. You also note that the town guard, the city guard, also uses brown iron cuirasses. And selling these, unless you're selling to somebody unscrupulous, might be a little difficult.
We got our buddy.
Yep, you've got the Mingo might be interested. You've got Fatty McComb, might know a person. You also know that Lord Denal has connections in pawn shops as well. So you got the golden statuette sealed away. It's 10 pounds of gold. It's valuable. You got a couple jars of ink, some ink pens. The light shields, there's nothing really identifying them as anything special. You could probably just sell them for whatever they're worth. Let's see, where's the cost? I've got cost on there as special. But I think it's 5 gold pieces, or so it'd be 5 silver smerducks. Let's change that.
How do I only take 20 of the rilks? I don't want to take all of them from the party sheet.
I'll divide them up.
Okay.
Let's do that right now, actually.
Well, do we want to sell and divide, or just divide?
No, we've got the reward. the 100 gold coins.
I think someone said to wait until next level they'll do better or something.
Yeah, for appraising, but it doesn't really matter. In the small bag from the drawer upstairs, 4 onyx gemstones. Luna, if you want to give me a shot at those for an appraise check.
I'll take 10, 19.
Okay, 19. They're worth 50 gold rilk or 50 silver smaragds each. So the equivalent of D&D 200 gold pieces altogether. You can also give me a knowledge arcana. It's pretty high check. It's going to be 22 is the DC.
Okay.
Not quite. Anybody else with knowledge arcana?
May as well try.
Can't hurt. Well, I can't roll a 22, so never mind.
Oh, a 25.
Arthur has seen the necromancers in Quarmal use onyx gemstones like this to animate dead.
Yeah, I'll relay the information to the party.
Then there's the scroll cases, which are empty, and then there's a bunch of sheets of parchment, and the folded up ones have writing on them. There's a lot of writing. There's like a lot of letters back and forth to people. Some of them are just like scribble notes. So the first one that opens up is he talks about creating a potion of what he calls diminution. Whatever that means. So you guys can give me a knowledge arcane to check on that. It's a potion of shrinking. And this one potion would shrink you for 24 hours. But the material components are pretty difficult to come by. There was... he wanted the liver of a were-rat for some reason, and there's like a whole bunch of not mundane, let's say esoteric, but fairly obtainable items, things that if you went to an alchemist or an apothecary, you could probably acquire a bunch of the things, except for maybe the liver of the were-rat. We're even sure what a were-rat is. So there's notes on making this potion that would shrink one person for 24 hours.
One size category or how small?
Down to a foot.
Oh, diminutive. Okay.
That's a speculation. And
That's cool.
this one looks like it's the most recent note that he put in there too, because it's the paper's the least creased. Several items are difficult to acquire. And some would require... There's a couple other items that you could probably get for free, making a trip to the Great Salt Marsh. The next page is just like musings about a marionette named Beba that he purchased off... he calls him a snide backbiter named Reshlon, who lived in the Park District. He talks about sending Beba into the house and having him report on his findings. He also expresses his disgust with the marionette for his cowardice and his annoyance in the marionette's constant jabbering and poor taste in jokes. He muses...
Marionette, like puppets on a string?
Yeah.
Okay.
He muses if it would not be better to toss the box into the halal, which is the river, and be done with the nuisance, as he can sometimes hear him scratching at night. He's got notes on a place called Wolf Hill House. Notes about the sorceress' abode, probable death, and the wealth of knowledge most likely held within. He speculates that this house, you're not sure where it is in the city, but from his notes it seems like it's fairly close to where you guys were, is in some sort of manner of stasis. It doesn't rot, doesn't like the... there's no way in or out of it. There seems to be like some kind of field all the way around the home that contains it and keeps it from aging, but it also keeps people from going in or out. Popov muses that he wouldn't have to buy a home in the disgusting neighborhood that he's in, except for its proximity to the Wolf Hill Manor. He notes that his and other attempts and failures to enter the house, but he believes that he's found a solution. So his solution was he scoped out the house for probably a couple months, and he noted a cat coming and going from a small pet door somewhere in the house. A small entrance, he said probably about a half a foot in diameter. So, from what he can tell, he bought this marionette to go into the house, but the marionette refused. This is confusing, because he's not. These are his notes, not like a journal of everything that he's done. So he says, with the failure of the marionette, he used the Book of Eibon to summon and bind a small demon to investigate the home, but the demon refused until he received the payments of 6 bound souls. Having no way to do such things, it only complicated the matter. He forced the demon to serve as his familiar out of spite, and the two bicker endlessly. Popov has begun to wonder if the curse of the book is one of madness. There's a letter from Denal, signed and dated, noted with a wax stamp, accepting Popov's servitude for a period of 1 year, despite not feeling good about it. Denal promised the only prospect of tutelage from Popov and little more. There's a note that says, "The dreamer who speaks," and a word. Let's see here. It's probably a name. I'm going to put all these into the Discord too, because I'm giving you a rundown, but there's no way you'll remember all this.
There's potential follow-up things.
Yeah, these are items of interest. Kalgulath, the Walker in Darkness. Popov accepted payment of the golden statuette from some cultists in order to furnish them with undead guardians. Since learning of the cult, there have been nights where he believes he can hear the whispers in his dreams, although he has not been able to recall the exact words. Has taken a mild interest in the Dark Whisperer and wonders about his realm. He talks about the scroll that could summon the Eater of Souls and wonders if he could use it to procure 6 souls that the Quasit requires to enter the house. That's the small demon that he describes. He's also extremely fearful to summon the creature on the scroll. It is noted that the creature of the dark mists of oblivion in the large tome, acquired from Denal, would be perilously deadly. Then there's also a letter back and forth from a person named Axum. Popov, after a brief attempt at niceties, broaches the subject of capturing a soul of a recently departed person or a lingering shade. Axum is all like on the same letter. Axum responds with a veiled attempt at reciprocity, but he ends with a statement about a foul odor, no doubt a dig at Popov. The response provides no insight into how one would do such a thing, but wonders how one would even locate such an item, being the soul. Popov responds with something of a tone, indicating he would never dispatch with the living for the sake of their soul. The location of spirits or lingering souls was such a simple matter to ascertain that the fact that Axum would even question Popov indicates that he inquired of the wrong person, and that should his knowledge and expertise be needed from Axum in the future, that he should look elsewhere as it would not be available. So they're having a little fight back and forth. Popov, as if to drive his point home, states that anyone unfamiliar with the abundance of lingering shades in the derelict Swan Row courthouse is simply someone he would not be consulting about the matters of the ethereal. He also chides that he suspects that Axum is testing him, and that this is even more insulting. And then Axum responds that he should meet him for dinner on the day of the Newt in the month of the Weasel, which is coming up in a few days. Doesn't say where, though. Then there's a bunch of letters back and forth. The first letter is addressed to Popov, and it's in It's in a very neat hand. It says, this is verbatim. These are the letters. We are directed to you via the Sorcerer's Guild. I was pleasantly surprised to learn that we were former neighbors before our temple relocated to the Street of the Gods near the Marsh Gate, as befitting a proper tribute to the Great One who sleeps. The temple is but an outpost to sing the praises of the Great Sleeper. Our most prominent temple, the place where we are closest to the Great Somnambulant One, is in the Great Salt Marsh, some 12 miles along the Kazi Road. We have the materials for numerous guardians, and I have sent you a payment as the guild agreed. Please advise via this courier when you should be available to come to our vault of the Old One. And then it says, to Veltargo. Good sir, I can do the work which you require. The materials that you have sent are usable, and the payment is generous. What my dearest brethren at the guild failed to understand was this trip through the Great Salt Marsh to your location. If you think I'm tromping through the muck and the mire, you're mad. Perhaps we could do this work at a location within the city. You mentioned a location near my home, or even on the Street of the Gods. I understand that this might create some difficulties for you, but if this is the work you want done, and I was directed as your best option to do this work, then these are my terms. And then the response to Popov was, in 2 weeks' time, we have made arrangements to exit the March Gate uninspected, and the carts should see us most of the way. Your terms are acceptable, sir, though you will fail to see the marvel of the vault of the ever-resting one. I trust you have no doubt heard the whispers from the idol of the mind speaker, the great sleeper's voice in the void. The temple on the Street of the Gods is meager, but will suffice for our collaboration. One day all will reveal the speaker in dreams. And he ends that with an exclamation mark. And then to Veltargo. I will arrive at the appointed time and conduct myself as contracted. The idol interests me more than your sleeper, but we can discuss this in the control of your creations on the appointed day. I appreciate your flexibility with regards to my not wishing to travel the marsh. And then to Popov. The creations are controlled and all is progressing according to plan. I hope that your inspection of the tome continues in a timely fashion. Gather what notes you can. I understand that time is extremely limited, but it is imperative that we find a way to prod he who sleeps eternally. Our blessings will be multifold. You will have the satisfaction of knowing that you, and only you, were able to plumb the depths of the fathomless slumber, and the dream shall be all of our reward. Then it says, final passage on this several page long note to Veltargo. The work continues, but I see little regarding what you described. I cannot help but be distracted by the sensation of power I felt while making my way to your temple. The Gallowfields Courthouse is where I would focus my attention, and not this tome. This tome, sir, should have remained closed to all eyes for eternity. I have glimpsed the madness within, and I should close it for good upon returning it to my patron. No reward can cause me to inspect it further. It should go back to the library from where it was taken and linger in anonymity as intended. The power is too great to wield. For your purposes, I suggest investigating the Swan Row Courthouse. The spirit world and the dream void intersect in a confluence of power I have yet to see. I will research further for you, should you desire me to do so. This, sir, would be a more worthy use of your time. And that's all the writings back and forth.
All right, so let's try and piece this. So that all happened, right? It's not like they're expecting him to show up and do something.
No, everything's, as far as you know, he was contracted from the letters, and he was paid with his statuette.
So there's no reason to just sell the statuette if it has some purpose.
I don't know.
What was on the vellum in the book?
The vellum in the book was a scroll of chill touch.
Oh, okay. So were we able to piece where that book came from?
The book?
that? It sounded like it came from the cultists.
It came from Popov wanted to get the book to examine it at the cultist request.
Right.
Yeah, but he got Danelle to take it out of the library for him.
Okay. So,
which is why returning it to Danelle is important, so he can get it back to the library.
Okay.
His library books are due in about a week and a half.
Yeah, I know they can really hound your email if you don't get them back. All right, so there's no follow-up with the cultists that was implied.
Not for Popov, no.
So what are the threads we have? One of them is to find out more about the statue. And the other one was the marionette?
Yeah. Which you probably could guess is in that box.
Oh, so we have a closet in the box.
No, marionette.
Marionette. A potentially animated, violent marionette.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to open the box.
In due time.
If you're keeping the box like stashed away, like when you're moving it around, there's something inside it moving, like a scratching.
Okay. That's not weird.
And it's tightly nailed shut.
Oh, that was the thing in the attic.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the thing that Popov mused about throwing into the river Halal and being done with it.
Because it refused to go into the other guy's house.
Yeah. Someplace called the Wolf Hill House.
So that's another threat, is what's up with the Wolf Hill house.
There's Wolf Hill House. There's the spirits at the Swan Row Courthouse. There's the potion of diminution to get into the Wolf Hill House. There's this dreamer who speaks, the whisperer in dreams, the great sleeping one. There's a temple somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Okay. We don't really have a mentor in town, like the guy who hired us to do the book job is not somebody we should share this with.
I'm not sure. That's between you guys.
Ask the team.
Information overload.
Well, we need to level.
Yes.
We need to sell. But I'm guessing we don't sell the statue or the marionette. And frankly, I'd love to interrogate the marionette, but I'd rather do that at second level.
Probably after a rest as well.
All right.
So, what if we share the history of the book with our patron? Get his advice on that. Now, you said there was a back and forth between this guy and somebody with an A name, right?
Yeah. Somebody, you don't know who he is. I've never heard the name before. Somebody by the name of Axum.
Axum. And it sounded like Axum wasn't into necromancy.
It sounded like Popov and Axum have some kind of... They know each other. They're rivals of some sort. And they have some kind of deep need to insult each other. So,
but what would make them keep writing to each other? I'm trying to get that. Because I remember the stories of those two guys who were kind of friends, who were enemies. They kept trying to do missions at the same time. Is it one of those things?
No. I know what you mean, though. No, Popov wanted to know from Axum if he knew a way for Axum, like if he knew a way to show Popov how to capture a lingering soul.
Okay, yeah, and then they got into it. You really do that.
Yeah, you smell, and I don't think you're capable of it. And then Popov says, okay. Well, you know.
But we don't want to catch a lingering soul, do we? I look at the group. I mean, That sounds kind of corrupting.
You think that Popov wanted to capture the lingering soul to give to the demon that he bound, so the demon would enter the house.
Oh, so to give it to the marionette.
No, the marionette and the demon are two different things. The marionette he purchased first, but the marionette wouldn't go into the house.
So who's the demon?
Then he bound the demon using the Book of Eibon. He bound the demon, and the demon demanded a price of 6 souls.
Okay, but we don't know where the demon is.
Don't know where the demon is.
I have a feeling we could probably call it if we opened the book, but I'm not ready to call it demon.
You guys don't have the book any longer.
Right.
The book is presumably back with Dano.
Okay. All right. Well, so we got a number of ways to go. Shall we level up and then sell this stuff, and then, I mean, there's no reason to talk to the other guy because this one's not supposed to be known to be dead for a month.
Yeah.
Obviously, talking to him would give that away.
You'd have to find him first, too. It'd probably take a bunch of investigations. There's 2 names you got. A wizard named Axum, presumably, or somebody who would know how to bind a soul. Anyway, so you're assuming a wizard. And then there's some sort of cultist by the name of Veltargo.
And Veltargo has a place down by the Street of the Gods or whatever?
Yeah, apparently there's a temple on the Street of the Gods. There's also a temple in the Great Salt Marsh.
I wouldn't mind researching that. I mean, cultists that worship this thing. Maybe we make a drawing of it and don't take the statue, but take the drawing and make some inquiries.
Sure.
Who's good at drawing? We got some pen and ink. Shall we just all sit down and draw the statue and see who does the best?
Is there an artist in the group?
Bard?
Go by acrobatics or sleight of hand.
No, I don't have art.
But you're the more creative of the group.
I could give it a shot. We can do a generic perform check. See.
But as long as it's not, Dadaism or something really bizarre.
I'm going to give you guys an overnight rest. So we can do this over the course of several days. It's going to take you some time to find somebody to take those brown iron cuirasses off your hands. I don't know whether you want to keep the onyx gemstones or sell them. I'm imagining you probably sell them.
Sell them. I mean, unless somebody's grooming to be a necromancer, I'd just sell it.
Does anybody want anything off the party sheet for like the scroll cases or the sheets of parchment or the ink pens or anything like that? Should grab them up.
Yeah.
The scroll cases are purely to contain a scroll, correct?
Yeah, they're empty.
I'm assuming that's Luna who's volunteering. Yep, Luna wants ink and ink pen.
I have 3 scrolls. I may as well take a couple cases.
Yeah, for sure. Help yourself.
So let's keep that statuette under covers. I got a feeling there's more to it.
Also, if you guys want to level up your characters while we're doing all this, that's cool too.
All right.
When
I've
we
actually
first started, you had mentioned when we leveled up, we had to drag it from the exact correct spot or it'd mess up.
Yes.
Can you remind me that again, please?
Okay, so let's see here.
For example, I have 3 options of Bard, and I want to pick the correct one to make sure.
Yeah, so we want to take from the Pathfinder RPG Advanced Class Guide, I believe. Nope, pardon me. Let me make sure that it's enabled here.
What do? You don't just make your class level one higher?
No. You have to grab from the it's not from the advanced arc. So it's classes and archetypes. PFRPG class and archetype. If you have that enabled, you should be able to click on modules, which is in the library, and that will open up, and you should be able to scroll down to PFRPG class and archetypes if you have it.
All right, go to modules.
Yes.
Okay, got
I
modules.
forget. When you level up, you're required to roll your hit, right?
What we're going to do is we're going to have the person who's rolling for the hit points, and then you can also pick up one other person to buddy along with you and roll hit points for you as well. And you can take the better of the two rolls, and we'll re-roll ties. How's that sound?
I assume you need to share a hit die. Like you need to be two people with d6s, two people with d8s.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you don't. You don't need to share a hit die. You can pick anybody. You pick anybody to roll with you. Whoever thinks going to roll higher.
So where do we drag the class?
Who's got the biggest hit die?
So you see the PFRPG compendium? Do you see that? Okay.
I have the classes chosen, and I see Bard. And I want to drag it onto the correct page.
Okay, so that's the one. Is it just a regular bard? No.
I'm not an animal speaker or keen duelist or anything.
Okay, yeah. So just drag the one bard over to main, where you see the class and level.
Where?
So on the main tab.
Okay, it did it correctly. It said Bard level 2, not Bard level 1, Bard level 1. That's what we were afraid of.
Yes. Exactly.
It says level 2, gives the correct skill points. So far it looks good.
All right, excellent. The Eidolon and Teddy probably be a little more difficult.
It automatically added 5 hit points, which is the D8 half plus 1.
Okay, so you can. So what we can do is, I'll get you to roll and pick somebody else to roll along with you. Could be anybody.
Who's feeling lucky? Who's been rolling well tonight?
Well, I roll a d6.
So I guess I would roll a D8 and then a D6 for him.
No. We're just rolling for your hit points. So you roll, and then you just want to pick like a rolling partner, and then whoever rolls along with you, whoever gets the highest of the two, that's your hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 2 rolls instead of 1.
I have a D8. I'll roll with you.
Yeah. What if
I'm rolling.
what if the highest is an 8? Do I get 8?
Yeah, that didn't work out.
No, so you got a 3. Okay.
How exactly does that work? If someone with a d6 rolls with someone with d10, and
No, it doesn't matter the other person's hit points. When you're rolling for yours, you just pick another person to roll your same hit points for you, and then whoever. Right.
I'd rather
then
take
that-
my 5. I need the 5 over the 3 or a 1.
Do you guys just want to do
Wait,
that?
like rolling just 2 die and take the higher?
Yeah,
But why would you involve another person?
just for fun.
I have a chance
Oh,
to get a
okay.
higher
All right.
roll.
so you can.
Yeah, if you just guys want to just do average hit points, I'm good with that too. This is
I'm
Average
gonna take
is
this is too confusing for you. No problem. This is
does average round down or up? Is it because the average is technically a 0.5?
Usually what I do is I do 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up.
I think it automatically does rounds up. So for
round up?
D6 would be 4, D8 would be
All right,
5, D10 would be 6, D12 is 7. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. All right then.
Yeah, it alternates. It alternates every other level, round up and round down.
I using average. I like me some averages, especially when I have a d6 and I don't want to die.
How about we do this? I'll let you guys roll, but if it's not better than average, then you can keep average. How's that?
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
All right.
Very well.
That's better.
Campaign. Well, it sounds like to me.
Well, that's lower than average, so I'll take average.
All right. So that's better than the rolling buddy system. Okay, Naka got a 6. So that's one
That's
better.
better than average. That is exactly average.
Yep.
I'll add my class first. Where are these things? Soulbound Summoner. There we go. Alright. What's my hit die? So I need to roll twice. Okay, so I'm a D8. So you said roll once. Bonk. That's below average.
If it's
Or
below
we roll
average, then
twice?
below average, you just take your average.
Take the average. All right. And you said round up, which I'm good with that. And then for the Eidolon, how do you want me to do that?
Same thing. Same
Okay.
with Teddy. Companions and Eidolon, same rules. That's easier. It's easier to remember.
Sure. No average.
I watch an actual play with a bunch of guys called the Glass Cannon Network, and they do the two people roll the dice for them and re-roll the ties. That's always kind of fun, but
Glass Cannon?
I'm probably not explaining it well. Yes.
The Bard's versatile performance. How do I indicate which skill? Like if I was doing this on a piece of paper, I'd just put the number down and be done with it. But in this one, I could choose the skill associated with the perform skill to give that skill in replacement of what it would normally be. So how
create
do
a
I
new
tell
skill, and then just rewrite it, then rename it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that one to Tal. It's that's.
So I don't understand what you just said. So,
In your skills tab, you can create a new knowledge
It's not knowledge.
or perform, right? But you can substitute it for your knowledge, right? Is that how it works?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
When substituting in this way, the Bard uses his perform skill, including class skill bonus, in place of the associated skills bonus. So, for example, diplomacy. I would use perform oratory and replace that skill number with whatever my diplomacy is.
Right.
I don't
So
see
in
why
your
it's clicked
skills
on it.
tab,
Okay.
you see those little round blue dots up there? If you
Yeah.
click on perform EE, I think it creates a new one. And then you can name it however you want, and then adjust the stats. Like diplomacy would be charisma or whatever, right? And then put the bonuses in, like just manually do all that, right?
You know, we can just work it out manually too. Not everything has to be an effect and all that stuff. It's for skills.
Okay.
If it's for skills, you can give me you can just tell me what the number is, and I'll know whether you passed or failed.
Right. So in the you create a new perform, and then in parentheses you put oratory. It'll be charisma based, right?
Well, I have that already listed. Perform. All my performances are listed correctly.
Right.
So what I need to know is how. I guess I would just roll the perform skill and call it diplomacy.
Yeah.
If I'm using first. Okay.
I mean, that's just for your reference, right?
Yeah.
As a bard, you can put a note next to it. Or you can announce it whenever you say,
Yeah,
"Oh, this is actually
how do I-
my diplomacy" or whatever.
Yeah. How do I put a note in there? That would make it easy.
When you have to create a new, like the default perform skill, which is not there. You created a new perform skill, right? In the title, you can just write whatever you want, like perform.
Oh, okay. So if it says perform.
Oratory.
I do parentheses. This also counts.
Yeah. Or whatever, note that's not too lengthy and easy for you to remember.
Yeah.
You can just go versatile. Perform versatile or something like that.
Because you can add more to that as you go on to different higher level, right? You can.
Yeah, at 2 you get 2. You pick one perform,
right,
and then at level 6 you pick a different perform.
Right. So you just name it to whatever whatever level.
I think
you
what I'm going to
created.
do is I'll call it oratory and put in parentheses that the 2 skills that first performance allows.
There you go.
And then whenever I get to roll a diplomacy, I will instead roll that.
That'll
We'll
work.
make it clear.
Yeah, there's not an easy way for it.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's just
Or you can
exactly what we just go through.
Yeah, you can just tell me It's going to substitute for this and then roll it.
When I roll it, then you'll see what I typed.
Yeah.
Just for example purposes.
Yeah, that works. Sense motive and diplomacy.
The VP is the versatile performance. That explains where it is.
Yeah,
So,
that's perfect. That works just fine.
Like, for me, this is not a skill, but it's a skill for me, right?
Yep, exactly. All right. With that wild empathy check, the Cobra attacks.
I'm not seeing infernal healing in here.
Yeah, we all gain a hero point.
Infernal healing.
That should be in the spellbook?
Yeah.
In your modules? In the PFSRD spell module?
Before you take that, don't you have to have like fiend's blood?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You do.
Maybe that's why I can't take it. Let me look at this.
No, you can take it. It should be in the spell list somewhere.
Yeah, infernal healing is there under wizard spells.
All right. Or unholy water. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely get that. Yeah, I've got the. I found it. So do you have the module open? Maybe you don't have the PFRPG spellbook open.
PFRPG. Let's go back. Modules.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Roll away, right?
I'm just making sure that it's adding up correctly. So, yeah.
So under modules, do you see the PFRPG spellbook?
Well, I see PFRPG spells.
It should say spellbook, so you'll have to activate the PFRPG spellbook module.
All right.
And then that has infernal healing in it.
Yeah, spellcasters use from that spellbook only. Turn off any other ones.
Yeah, you want to
It'll
use
make
that.
life very easy for everybody.
Yeah,
for GM mostly.
Definitely.
PFRPG spellbook. Okay, load. I'll get rid of the PFRPG spell.
Yeah.
After this loads. Okay, got it.
This has everything in there. Plus, it's got all the effects already done and stuff like that. Everything's just drag and drop.
Okay. There we go.
All right. I need to log. Is that? Are we going on further?
No, we're good.
Okay, great. Thanks for the game, everybody. And,
all right, no problem, Tal. You all set for
talk to you next time.
Next session?
Actually, the 16th, I think I'm up at NRF, New York, so I am out the 16th.
Okay.
But I'll be back on a regular schedule after that. I don't travel a lot, but that's a major show for our company.
Yeah, no worries. Not a problem at all.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Just keep track of the schedule and announcements.
Will do. I'll make sure I put it up there. I'll put it up there right now.
I am one level closer to dread.
I'm going to finish leveling before, so this will be ready for next time.
The path of a dread witch is a long one, but it pays off. There will come a time where grease will be probably the least effective thing I can do.
In Eibon, I was doing manually, so yeah. For levels. 18, yep. Oh. Okay, so the ability scores went up.